ABC's Zohreen Shah with more here in Washington. Zohreen, good to see you. So what's next for Congresswoman Liz Cheney after this loss?
Kenneth, I almost feel like I'm talking about Christmas in July here because I'm about to start talking about the 2024 race already. She has announced that she's going to launch an anti-Trump group to oppose Trump's likely 2024 race. She says she's going to do that in the coming weeks, and she really wants to educate people, her team says, on what she calls the ongoing threat to the republic. Now, as for her, is she thinking about a 2024 run? She told another outlet this morning she is thinking about it. Could she win, though? A lot of experts would say, look, you saw the results right there. You see them on your board. She lost by a landslide, right? But experts believe that she might be able to maybe hold Trump back in some ways, make it a little harder for him if, in fact, he does also run in 2024. She says she's going to make a decision in the coming months.
Well, I think we'll be watching. She'll have some people watching out for that potential announcement. So we know that Cheney is the vice chair of the House committee investigating the attack on the Capitol. What could her loss mean for the investigation?
You heard Jonathan Karl right there just a couple of seconds ago saying that she has 4 months left. She's expected to continue on the January 6th committee. She has expressed just how important this is to her. And despite that loss last night, she really wants to fight. She says to keep Trump, from running again. She wants to keep Trump from dominating the party. And so she will be continuing on that January 6th committee.
And we know that Hageman, the woman who beat Liz Cheney, was a vocal supporter of hers before deciding to run against her in the race. She has also echoed Trump's lies about the 2020 election. What does that tell you, Zohreen, about her and Trump's impact on this race?
Kenneth, that is one of the most fascinating things. I mean, Hageman, she called Trump the weakest candidate, someone who is racist and xenophobic. That was just in 2016, just a few years ago. And back then, she campaigned for Liz Cheney, but her tune has really changed. She recently said that absolutely the election was rigged. And it just really goes to show the command that Donald Trump has on his party still, even though he's not in office. It shows he's still the de facto leader of the Republican Party. You heard Jonathan Karl just a few minutes ago in his piece talk about how when Trump endorsed Hageman, she automatically became the front runner. So it goes to show how powerful Trump still is in the Republican Party.
Yeah, definitely. And Alaska also held primaries yesterday. And unlike in Wyoming, Lisa Murkowski, who voted to convict Trump in his second impeachment trial, survived her primary and will move on to the general election. What does that say? What are the people saying, the political experts saying about Senator Murkowski's future in Alaska?
Yeah, a very different kind of race. I mean, you see it right there. Murkowski has 44% of the vote. Chewbacca has 40% of the vote. Still, all the votes are not in. But right now, they're separated by about 5,000 votes. Still pretty close. And Murkowski, she also voted to convict Trump, just like Liz Cheney did. But the Alaskan voting system, it's really different. And basically, in that system, the top four, regardless of their party, they move on to November. But look, again, Chewbacca is backed by Trump. So that a November election will likely be very tough. We don't know exactly what's going to happen to Lisa Murkowski. The race will probably be a little bit murky for her.
Yeah, and also 2008 is calling, and Sarah Palin is back running for office. Different race this time. What's the latest on her race and trying to get a seat in Congress?
Hard to really know at this point. And again, it's because the Alaskan voting system is a little bit different. It's changed around this time. Peltola is actually leading the race right now, a Democrat with 38% of the vote. Palin has 32%. And then another Republican, Begich, has 29% of the vote. They have ranked choice voting now in Alaska. Palin, in theory, look, she could come out in top based on this new voting system. But we should know the final results at the end of this month, Kenneth.
All right, Zohreen Shah breaking all of that election news down for us.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.